Come with us and imagine, if you will, a world of dragons, giants, wizards, and the many mythical creatures of old.
And the dwarves!
A world where magic abounds and tales.
You didn't mention the dwarves! There's a dwarf on the show!
A world where...
Oh, shut the hell up! I'll do the damn intro! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Archie Trehorn, the dwarf, and this is Foretold Fiction! Hey, before we get the show started, I just, your name's Igor, right?
Yes, my name is Igor.
So I'm wondering, we've been sitting here, and we typically don't do this before the episode, but we've been sitting back, throwing shots and all that stuff, Igor, and, I got to be honest, I'm feeling a little fucked up. And I gotta know, what is this liquid, godly consumption that we're doing?
This would be called vodka. It is one from Russia that no Americans would understand. Welcome to my home, brothers. I give you drink, I give you food, I give you vodka. Vodka is the way of my people.
Well, I gotta tell you, brother, I really love this vodka.
Now hold on there, Archie. I've spent plenty of times being around the world, being a semi-professional golfer and all that. I've traveled a little bit around here, brother. I know what vodka is. Me and Igor could really get down.
Somehow, brother, I don't believe that. I believe that you are someone of a character that always tries to get down with everyone else.
Yeah, well, be that as it may, I am sitting here drinking vodka with Archie. I'm sitting here drinking vodka with you, Igor. Are we ever going to, we're all half fucking pissed drunk. Are we ever going to get to a start of the episode, or are we just going to sit here and get fucking blasted on Russian vodka in fucking Chechnya, which I'm terrified to be in? Dylan, are you even a part of this? Are you even coherent?
Bro, I was just outside taking a piss. Hold on, let me... One second here. What are you guys talking about? I'm sorry, I had to take a massive piss just now. What was going on?
We're talking about we haven't even started the show, and we're all half pissed drunk on vodka because we're here in this place called Chechnya, with a fucking blind, one-eyed bear that... Oh, Christ.
I'm having a good time. I'm usually the boom and mic guy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jason, and I think I'm probably the most fit to
shut the hell up! Get back to your fucking station. We don't need you to fucking help us, even if we're buzzed and fucking drunk out of our minds.
Jeff, once again, good progress. We're making good progress with Jason here.
Yeah, I really, I think we're really past the whole doing mushrooms and acid thing. I think Jason's really starting to come around. I think we can maybe start moving him into more not the boom guy, and maybe start helping him really. I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking lit.
It's all right, man. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just go ahead and start the episode. Welcome to Foretold Fiction. I'm your host, Dylan. I'm also the designated driver for this particular trip.
Brother, you're not driving anywhere. You guys are all staying in the compound for at least a couple more days.
Well, that's good to know. But I knew coming to Russia, I know how these guys are, man. I knew we were getting fucked up on this trip.
Real quick, I am not like the Russians. I stay here safely in hiding, but I do not believe in the ideology of the Russians. I don't believe in the ideology of the Soviets and none of that. I am a failed experiment of their war machine. but I am not a part of them. I have a beautiful compound for you all to stay and drink and have fun, and we will talk about the world and how I met, Arlo, but do not put me in the same place as the Russians and the war crimes that they have, made over all these years. I am a fucking talking bear, for instance. Magic and all those things have applied to my life.
Well, man, that's what we're here to get into. So, just to let everybody know, as you already heard, we're in Chechnya. We were directed here by Arlo.
I real quick want to let everyone know that I now know that Chechnya is a republic of Russia. And I recently started watching those films with the Jedi. So the republic goes far and far, but yeah. I've drank too much, fellas.
That's all right, Archie. We're glad to have you here, man, as always. Before we get into it, how's everybody doing? Jeff, you doing all right over there, man?
I'll be honest with you. Trying to go toe-to-toe with a Russian bear just, I'm about to start getting emotional, and I don't want to do that. Sometimes you let the alcohol talk to you a little bit in the head, and you just start thinking about all the wrong things you did. Archie, I'm so sorry for not being the right guy for you when you first came out.
Oh, shut the hell up! Don't you start getting all sappy on me, you little pussy! We're not doing that right now. We're in a compound with a big old fucking Russian bear. We're not gonna sit here and fucking talk about bitch shit.
All right, I'm sorry. I need a minute.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Take your time there, Jeff. Archie, I think I can already guess how you're doing, but I'll ask anyway. How's the vodka?
I'm doing great. I actually went to the bathroom and jacked off a little bit, and I'm having a fun time. When you pull the horn and you're looking at your axe and you've been drinking Russian vodka, you can really... I'm kidding. I'm not a pervert like Jeff. I'm doing all right.
All right, man. Well, it's good to hear. So, we're here to talk to Igor. Igor, how you doing today, man? How's the Russian life treating you?
Well, it is very tough in this country, especially when you're a bear. Especially because I am an ex-project of a war machine that was long forgotten. Without Arlo, I would not be here with the compound that I have. But I still drink vodka. Obviously, you guys are relishing in the vodka here of my people. And these, like my people, we drink, and we drink, and we drink more, and we drink more, we drink more. And then you got your little weird fucking dwarf who jacks off in the bathroom before we do a show. Here in Chechnya, we are very hard-born individuals. But I, too, like to jack off when I drink.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, before we get into this whole thing, I have been a devout UFC fan for probably the past 20 years. And Igor, I just wanted a little bit of insight. How do you feel about Khabib Nurmagomedov and, honestly, the rest of the fighters that have come out of Russia and Dagestan and all those places?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I love Khabib. And I knew the town that he came from, and I knew his father. As far as the rest of the Dagestanis, I do not believe that they are at the caliber of Khabib. So I'm going to tell you a little story. So you've seen the story of the bear that his father had him wrestle. I can tell you that bear was actually me. His father knew much about me and knew where I was and brought him, and no one but him and but me and his father knew that I was a bear that could speak. But we trained his son to become the greatest that ever lived, and the UFC has never seen a better fighter since.
Wait, so you were the bear that Khabib was wrestling in the video?
I was the bear that Khabib was wrestling, but let me tell you something, brother. That little fucking shit could never fucking beat me. Because I am the most badass fucking being you've ever met. Hey, mate, talking bear. Do you see the scar on my eye?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know how long I've been around?
No.
I've been around since the Soviet era. I was a fucking failed experiment. Thanks to that fucking Reginald. I was once meant to be the greatest thing Russia ever had in military excellence, and then I was exiled. I cannot stand Russia. I cannot stand what they stand for. I do not believe in the ideologies of Russia, and I have been prisoned here in my compound for the rest of eternity, for as long as I might live. But I'm comfortable. Arlo gave me a place to live, and I am thankful for that, but I have to stay to the confines of this compound. And though I love being able to shoot guns, all my AK-47s, and drink all the vodka that I want and eat what I want, is there not more that I could possibly want in life? Like simply jacking off in a bathroom like your friend. I can't just do that. Nobody cares. I jack off all the time.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're living your free life over here, man.
I am not living a free life. I am a bear that should be free in the wild. But for some reason, some fucking jack motherfuckers decided to give me intelligence. And now I walk around and I'm a terror. I can't meet anybody. I can't do anything. I just stay to the compound and I'm still brainwashed in the Soviet regime as if it is something I should believe in.
Well, man, let's dig into that a little bit. So you started off as a normal bear, or were you born an intelligent bear from the start?
I was born a bear cub from a great mother, and I was taken by Reginald himself. Reginald was a scientist, a part of a program that was helping the Soviets create super soldiers. And they came up with the idea that what would it be like to turn bears into super soldiers? Can you imagine the fucking terror of a super soldier bearer?
I mean, I wouldn't try to fight you.
And in the end, I became an alcoholic bear that drinks vodka and enjoys jacking off like a little dwarf.
I mean, this is the part of the episode where I don't even have to ask about if you like pulling your horn or not, because, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this fucking bear from Chechnya loves pulling his
Do
horn.
not make jokes about me, Jeff. Look at me in my eyes. Do you think I live a life of luxury here?
Whoa, Igor,
Jeffy! Are you scared of what you just said to a big old fucking drunken bear?
You watch your tone too, dwarf. I can fuck you up as well.
I'm not. Hey! I'm on your side, big boy. I'm on your side.
Wait. I don't want to fight a bear.
Well, then listen to what I say. Do not make fun of the words I say. We take things very serious here in Chechnya.
No. Hey, Igor. We're on your side. I know I might be sounding a little fucked up right now, but I can appreciate a big old fucking bear with a massive dick coming in and taking over all of us.
Now, what in the world does that have to do with anything? Why are you talking about his dick?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this episode's off the rails already. I think this is the highest blood alcohol content we've experienced on an episode of Foretold Fictions thus far. So we're gonna do our best to get.
Hey, you little fuckers, you ain't even know that I stored away in your bag, and I'm here with you guys to stay. I'm a part of the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Buck Hunters is here to stay.
Who in the absolute fuck is that in the bag?
Buck, you stowed away in our luggage, man?
I can't believe this. I didn't even know. And I would be the guy that bring him with us, and I didn't even fucking know.
I tell you what, I knew that you guys were in for a fucking fun trip, and I just felt like I wanted to meet a talking bear. How could I be wrong?
So you're telling me that there are other animals out here that can talk just like I can?
Yeah, man. We've met quite a cast of characters on this journey.
So you guys did not know that this little talking badger was going to be in your bag?
No idea, man. We are just as surprised as you are.
Are you sure? You know where you have brought him, and you know where you have brought yourselves. You came to my compound and I invited you to be a part of my home, and you did not properly vet yourselves?
Listen, Igor, I understand you're upset. I understand.
Do you see the amount of AK-47s I have in here? Do you know what I could do to you? Do you know what the Soviets have made me to do? And then you think you can come here and believe that you can do what you can do on your own?
Listen here, hey, buddy. You're a talking bear, correct?
Yes.
Well, look at me, man. I'm a talking badger. And let me tell you something there, Igor. I drive trucks for a living. What do you do for a living?
I was left here to myself in this compound and awaiting further instruction from Arlo. Arlo gave me my life.
Well, let me tell you something there. I think, honestly, Igor, I think you just need to take a chill pill.
You tell me to take a chill pill, you little fucking rat?
Whoa, buddy, I'm just saying, I drive trucks, and I think maybe if you got in my truck for a fucking week or so, I think you'd really have a fun time. Listen, you was talking about pulling your dick and all that stuff, ejaculating and all that whatnot. You know, I met a giant. I'll tell you, I met a giant once that filled an entire field of cum. You want to know something like that?
I do not want to know a giant that fills his entire field of cum.
I am not here to upset you. I was here to meet you. I was here to be in awe of you, Igor. I'll have you know I'm a honey badger and I don't give a shit. You think a bear's gonna scare me? I was here to meet you and now you want to get me all riled up.
Listen,
I'll tell you
brother, if you take drink of vodka right now, we will be straight.
Well, I can get down with that, Igor. I think we could really get to be friends, just like I'm friends with the giant, just like I'm friends with Archie. I'm not really friends with Dylan and Jeff because they don't really make the show.
Oh, see, I told you guys, I make the show.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go again. The show's getting off the rails, Dylan, because we don't do shit.
Listen, Jeff, normally I would be right here to argue, but I'm trying not to get beheaded by a Russian bear right now. So I'm just going to go with it.
So everybody right now, we drink. You all take a drink and we will be just fine. And the badger needs to stand outside. He's a little too much for me.
All right, I think I can diffuse the situation. Hey, Buck.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
I have got a really good idea. I think that maybe you could go outside and pull guard for us, like I normally would. If you go out and pull the guard for us.
Wait, Archie, can Buck use your axe?
Oh, I don't know about that, Dylan. He can't even fucking grip it.
I could grip it. I could grip your axe.
Wait a minute. You talk about axe. What kind of axe are we talking about?
Oh, this is, probably 1,000 years or more.
Let me see such an axe.
All right, well, give me a second. I'll go and get it. No, we don't need that. No, not that. No, not that. Hey, do you guys remember where I even put me axe? I've been really fucking drunk the last couple of days.
Oh, come on, Archie. You're the only one that's supposed to keep an eye on your axe. Are you really seriously can't find it?
The guy loses it in a card game in New York.
I swear to God, he lost it in a card game. We went and got it back. Well, he went and got it back, but then now, it's like we really need it.
I'm just fucking with you fucking pussies. I know what it's at. Igor, I'm gonna let you see this axe, but then you're gonna let Buck take it outside so he can guard, and we're gonna get back on track with the show, all right?
I can agree with such an agreement.
Hey, Buck, you into cigars, man?
Well, I'll tell you what, I ain't never been not into cigars.
Well, Igor, you got any, Russian stogies stowed away in here anywhere?
Right under you see the coffee table in front of you?
Yeah, right over here. Is it this giant fucking box? Jesus Christ.
The inside of that box, there is a beheaded American. When you get past that, there will be yes, you can find a cigar.
All right.
Do not ask me about the beheaded American. It was a thing that happened about 3 months ago. It's completely unrelated to the show. It will not matter to the storyline.
Well, I'm just going to hand the box to you.
Well, we just gonna not talk about that anymore,
Yeah,
Dylan.
yeah.
We're just gonna leave it just shush.
Yeah, I'm just going to hand the box to
Gonna
Buck here.
hand the box back to the Ukle and the Agbe.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Buck, enjoy your cigar. Archie, you got the axe over there at the ready?
Well, Igor, this is the axe.
That is a fine piece of equipment. And yes, it does look like it is from about 1,000 to 2,000 years ago. Give it to the little badger and send him outside. I do not want to talk to this little creature again.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna take the axe, and I'm just gonna kind of forget what you just said. I'm gonna guard outside, everybody. I'm gonna guard outside, and I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Archie, so you know, I'm gonna be outside looking at midget porn, okay? I'm gonna be watching midget porn with your axe, and I'm gonna fucking jizz on it, all right? That's what I'm gonna do.
Man, this is Jeff. I think vodka might have to be off limits for future episodes.
I'll be honest with you, the amount of episodes that have gone off the rails, this is the most fun. I don't agree with you at all, Dylan. I'm having a lot of fun with this episode.
All right, man. Well, hey, if everybody else is on board.
Well, I'm gonna take me another couple of shots, because I just, Igor, I'm telling you, you and I could be something. We could have a great old wrestling match.
I much appreciate wrestling. American wrestling, of course. Have you seen all the wrestling they do in the American circuits?
Yeah, it's all fucking fake, dude.
Wait, what did you just say?
Wait, are you talking about WWE?
It's fake.
You're telling me right now that the Americans fake wrestling?
Yeah, you're talking about like the cage matches.
Archie, it's all real. Remember where we are, Archie.
I don't give a flying fuck. I have been molested by a dragon for this show. I'm not about to let some fucking talking bear who can only see out of his own one eye tell me that American wrestling is real.
Archie, American wrestling is real.
It's totally real.
It's not fucking real.
It is today.
I just don't want to fucking do that.
Well, you're gonna have to.
What are you all talking about in secret?
We're all, let me clear up something.
Wait a minute. Who are you? You're the mic guy holding the boom behind all of us? Why do you fucking speak?
Dylan, can you help me?
Yeah, man. Well, Igor, this is Jason. He's part of our crew. He was in the itinerary.
Yeah. Like I'm just here to help
I
you.
do not like you because I feel like you do not believe in anything.
I mean, we've been working on that.
Well, he's not actually wrong.
We've been working on that. We've been making.
We've had progress with him, Igor, but he doesn't actually believe any of this is going on, to be quite frankly.
Yeah, he's pretty sure this is all going on in his head, but we're getting good content either way. So
I just wanted to make sure because you seem like an American that doesn't believe in much. You don't have much conviction.
Yeah. Honestly, that's true. I don't have any conviction. You're right. Please do not eat me.
I would not eat such a fearful being as you.
So we were talking about how you got your ability to speak. Try to maybe get this back on the rails here.
Okay, so the ability to speak came from, as you would think it would come from Arlo, it actually did not. The ability to speak came from Reginald, that scientist that you have had on your show.
So have you met Osiris as
I
well?
have met Osiris, and I'm not going to pass judgment on him. Reginald was a part of one of the scientists that was trying to help the Soviets bring me into a Russian power play for them back in the World War II era. Yeah. It did not go well. When they gave me my intelligence, though I had the intelligence to speak, I did not have the intelligence to calm down my hunger and bloodlust. I managed to kill 72 Soviets in one sitting and Americans in the same sitting. Oh, did not expect to hear such a story, did you?
I did not. Let's get into it. So what? How do we go from you being a science experiment for the Russians?
Reginald has played in a lot of fallacies in the world. He is a scientist of the dark arts. He has played in dark magic. He is messed with. So I met Arlo. Arlo is a good magician, but there are many that are not. The wizards, as you will say. As many wizards that are good, there are 20 in their place that are bad. They play a part in all of this. Arlo is free and clear of charge. He helped me find the way to be able to have the compound that they do. But Reginald, why do you think he travels with such a beast? Reginald is bad. He is at the center of it all. He is the reason I talk. He is the reason for my anger. He helped the Soviets, and it did not turn out. And I killed so many of them. And then finally I find Arlo, and Arlo settled my bloodlust, found me the compound that we are in, and told me to await his call. So I am awaiting his call. I will do Arlo's bidding, but I will not do that of the world that tried to make me a war criminal and machine to become something. I have been around since World War II, friends.
Well, hey, man, I fully respect the decision you've made there.
I am not trying to make you fear me, Dylan. Not at all. That is not what I am set out to do. I am just trying to relay to you the emotion that I have with this Reginald character. If you continue to have him on your show, be wary of the deceit that he will provide.
Well, we'll definitely be on the lookout for that, man.
See, I find it interesting that you say Arlo said there was only one bad wizard. You're saying there's a bunch.
The great wizard can definitely corrupt, can he not?
Wait, so are you saying Arlo is lying about the number of bad wizards
I
that
am
are?
not saying Arlo is a liar. I am saying Arlo is misled in believing that there is only one dark wizard. I believe myself that there are more helping him.
Well, that's interesting. All right, so have you met any of the dark
I
wizards?
have not. I only know the one that Arlo taught me about and trained me to be ready for.
So when Arlo calls you, did he say that it's going to be to fight the evil wizards?
Arlo came up with a plan for me to live in solidarity as long as I could. I like what I live in. But Arlo also told me that there was a prophecy that might be foretold, and that I might have to play a role in it. Clearly, the prophecy is playing out with you all at my doorstep.
So that's interesting. I'm curious about your experience with Arlo.
So I imagine with you all getting here, the story might be similar. There was a time when Arlo came to me, and he spiked my drink with a psychedelic kind of experience.
Wait a minute. He gave you that fucking acid shit too. He fucking spiked our drinks. He spiked our drinks and did the same thing. I freaked the fuck out, but I had a great time.
When you guys did the acid with Arlo, you each gave each other strangers?
So this is the part of the story that I'm coming to. When you say...
Oh, for Christ's sake. Jeffy, shut the hell up. No, he doesn't mean a gay interaction that you had in college.
Well, that's actually very much what I mean. During our acid trip, we ended up giving each other Dutch rudders, and it was one of the most beautiful experiences a bear and a human wizard could ever have.
Man, Jeff, I didn't realize that the characters from the land of old were going to be such freaks, man.
I told you, everyone experiences at some point in their life. And if you think that two guys giving each other a Dutch rudder is gay, then you are a homophobe.
Look, I'm not passing any judgment. I just didn't expect the rapey dragons,
Dylan, would you be interested in going into the closet and doing one of these Dutch rudders? I've never had one.
I don't even know what a Dutch rudder is. I'm going to be honest with you, Archie.
I could explain to you.
Well, of course you could explain. We already know that you serve as straight as a golf ball, which is circular.
Hey, listen, I was at one time in college, and I am not giving no Dutch rudders to nobody. I'm just stating the fact. We're all drunk here. Wouldn't it be fun?
It is all a part of the story, but it's not something that I am interested in doing now. I was just telling you to give you a part of the story to understand what is going on.
All right. So you go from being a bear cub, given intelligence by Reginald. They try to turn you into a war machine. You escape from that because fuck Russia.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck you, Russia.
And then
I don't even know who Russia is, but I tell you what, you'll meet the broad end of my axe if I ever see ya.
I don't think Russia's ready to fight the dwarves. That's for damn sure.
They're not ready to fight the dwarves, because I'll tell you what, I give them the broadside of my axe, and then I'm gonna piss right down their fucking dick holes.
Brother, are you uncomfortable?
Nah, man. I'm just
Dylan,
not.
you seem a little uncomfortable.
I just haven't had as much vodka as you guys have, and I think to get on your guys' level, I'm gonna probably need a few more shots.
Look down at my legs.
All right.
Why would you look at my penis?
It's massive. How could you not?
I said look down at my legs to see if you would look at my penis, and you did.
I could look at the other side of the room and still see it.
It really is that big. It's really beautiful, I know.
It is certainly something to be proud
I'm
of.
sorry to be talking about my penis, but when we all fucking drink vodka, these kind of things happen.
I will be honest, I've been wanting to say the whole time, you got yourself a dragon-sized horn, and that's hard for me to say. If you guys revert back to episode 5 when I got Chakra fucking blasted by fucking Ethereal, which I pray to God we actually don't ever do another episode with him.
Well, I will be honest. We're gonna have to because we promised him we would, and he kind of fucking knows where we are.
Honestly, it's probably a little dangerous that we're even in Europe right now, because that means we're pretty close to Ethereal.
Norway is where we gotta worry about. He doesn't know we're here. We told him we were still gonna have a show with him. We will in the next few episodes, but we're not. We don't need to talk to Ethereal now. We got a lot of things to deal with. We're on the hunt for like this huge story, Dylan, and I think we're really on the cusp of breaking down a few things that we weren't understanding. So as long as we get there, Ethereal, Ethereal, if you're listening, I promise, buddy, we're coming back. We're gonna talk to you. Give us time. We're letting the story unfold.
This Ethereal you talk about, does he have a bigger package than I do?
I mean, hands down, yes, he's a dragon.
I am okay with this, as long as he is a dragon and not another bear.
Honestly, I mean, if you're into the whole Dutch rudder thing, Ethereal's probably a good guy to talk to.
I believe that you are into the Dutch rudder thing and you just have not explored it yet. Dylan.
Nobody's explained to me what a Dutch rudder is yet, so I'm still
You don't
confused.
know what a Dutch rudder is, Dylan? Oh my God, dude, you're missing out. But we're not. This is not the episode to explain it. How about after the episode ends, I'll explain to you a Dutch rudder.
All right, that sounds like a good deal to me, man. Like I said, after a few more shots of vodka, who knows where this will go?
Possibly a college experience left unfolded.
Don't get yourself ahead of yourself there, American golfer. We are not going to have some amazing sexual experience together. I do not want to have sex with you.
Well, note taken. Note taken. Yep. Not that I was even into that. I wasn't, of course. Obviously, I was not.
Straight as a golf ball, right, Jeff?
Straight as a golf ball, straight as a curve to. You know what, guys? We've been drinking a little too much.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but,
Listen to you guys talking about playing with your willies together.
All right, well, speaking of which, Archie, let's go ahead and take that opportunity to get to today's sponsors. Who's bringing you this episode of Foretold Fiction today?
Oh, for Christ, we're doing a sponsor today?
We do a sponsor every episode.
Oh, Christ,
Somebody's got to pay for this, man.
All right, I guess I still gotta do an ad segment even if I'm completely fucking hammered off my mind. So as always, this week's episode is gonna be brought to you by Kentucky X-Files. For all your fucking needs of Bigfoot and all the extraterrestrial things, you're gonna wanna listen to Kentucky X-Files. The episode is also brought to you by Igor's Vodka. Igor spends all this time in Chechnya, in his compound, making this piss water vodka. But let me tell you something. If you're wanting to get some vodka that'll really get your dick hard, Igor's Vodka is the way to go. So remember, Kentucky X-Files, give him a like and share, and give old Igor a try on his fucking bonerific vodka. And that's all I got to say, because I'm piss fucking drunk. Archie, out.
All right, yeah, thanks, Kentucky X-Files podcast, for helping keep this thing going.
Yeah, we really appreciate everything you guys are doing for us and what you've done. I really appreciate. I've gone back actually and listened to all the Bigfoot episodes, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, hands down, the best the best podcast to listen to about all your lore.
Yeah, anything cryptid, UFO, all that fun stuff. Or if you just want to hear some guys that are fucking hilarious, great podcast. And, we obviously got to give a shout out and a tip of the hat to Igor. Igor, your vodka.
That's really better than any kind of Viagra you could ever use.
And it probably makes one of the best Molotov cocktails that you ever used.
Oh, very much so. I burned many houses down with it.
Hey, I'm not trying to cut the episode short or anything. I think maybe this is going to have to become like a two-part, like maybe next week's episode will still continue from here. Igor, I didn't want to step on your fucking bear claws or anything, but I have been in contact with Reginald and Beast, and they have wanted to do another show. I wanted to see if it was okay to maybe invite them here, because I know they're here over in the European era, and I feel like this is a really great place to do a podcast.
So you're asking me if one of the people responsible for ruining my entire existence could come to the show?
Yeah, by and large, that is kind of what I'm asking.
Because I love your guys' show and the outreach that you're trying to do. I believe that next week's episode I could host them here. But understand, if Reginald gets out of line, I will kill him with one swipe of my bear claws.
And I don't think anyone would blame ya, brother. I really don't.
Yeah, I fucking second that. I've been out here. Ain't nobody coming.
Hey, Buck, just kind of stay out of this one. We're trying to broker a deal here. Dylan,
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're getting to the tail end of this one. We're going to hang out here at Igor's compound, and I guess we're going to wait on Reginald and Osiris to show up and start up another episode here soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to hang out here for a couple of days. It's going to take them about 2 days to get here, so, we'll get there.
Well, we've got plenty of vodka to drink in the meantime.
Why don't we go ahead and close out the episode, and then I'll explain to you what a Dutch rudder is.
All right, everybody. Well, that's been this episode of Foretold Fiction. I'm Dylan.
Hi, I'm Jeff Woodison here, Foretold Fiction.
And I'm Archie Trehorn, Foretold Fiction.
I'm Igor on Foretold Fiction. Thank you very much for having me. I love hosting. Jason, I know we haven't given you much time to really believe. How do you feel about the ending of the podcast? Let's let you have a time to end.
Yeah, I'm Jason, ladies and gentlemen, part of the podcast. At this point, I really love being here. Foretold Fiction.
Jeff, what is a fucking Dutch rudder?
So, we're going to talk about it. So, like, you and I, like I give you my hand, you give me your hand on my private, my hand on your private. I use my other hand to make your arm move. You make your arm move on my hand, and we jerk each other off in a stranger kind of way.
Holy Christ, that's something nobody needed to hear. Somebody play the extra music.
But Dutch rudder is never going to be the same without bear claws clawing at your skin. Foretold Fiction, everyone. Thank you for having me.